Hey, what's up, guys? I'm back with round two of Madison Regional Championships. We got Jay Young versus Ahmed Ali, BuzzRoc Mirror. Neither are playing the triple baby buzz. I'm pretty sure they're pretty standard BuzzRoc lists. 3GX. Where'd you see this? Oh, okay. I guess actually no. We're seeing ZoroRoc actually from Jay, BuzzRoc from Ahmed. We're actually in round three. I skipped round two because it was a pretty lopsided series. Greninja versus Michael Zelsky with Greninja versus Ross Cawthon and his counterbox deck. There's not a whole lot to cover. Okay, hold up. Not a whole lot to cover on that one. All right, so here we see Ultra Ball. So this is already a pretty much rough matchup for ZoroRoc. You do want to go first. We see that Jay's going first. He gets to go first. But you're playing ZoroRoc. You have to set up a little bit more than a Buzzwole deck does. And right now he has the option to. He has two options to go with here. But he does have the option to get the turn one Bridget and have a follow up supporter. Instead, from him, we see him go Ultra Ball for. He plays the Mewtwo, so we could also just get the Mewtwo at turn one. We're going to see Ultra Ball for Zorua, and then he Lele's for Cynthia. When he could Lele for Bridget, and then Ultra Ball Lele for supporter next turn. He also has the puzzle in hand, which I actually wouldn't hate to see Lele for Bridget puzzle top three, and hope there's a supporter or a Lele there. Ideally a supporter. You already have the Ultra Ball for Lele on the follow-up anyways. Unless he pries all of his Bridgets, which I doubt. He's playing his ZoroRoc deck. He probably plays three. So I don't actually like this startup initially. Yeah, you need a lot going. You also play the Mewtwo, so I don't know why you wouldn't want to go with the Bridget turn one. I would have liked to have seen him go Lele for Bridget, get Mewtwo, Zorua. And then I think it's probably pretty close between puzzling, looking at the top three, or just saving the Ultra Ball for Lele next turn. You probably just don't play the puzzle and just save the Ultra Ball for next turn. And you have the Choice Band to put on the Mewtwo too. Like that's like the one card that's hard to find to sometimes go with the Mewtwo is the Choice Band, but like that's it. You have the Mewtwo and the Choice Band. Like I don't know what else you're looking for there on your turn one. I don't know why he's Cynthiaing over just going for Bridget. But he is using Cynthia. He's being super aggressive about it. But you just need to draw. Like you still want to find Zorua, you still want to find Mewtwo. So if you just go for the turn one Bridget, you find that all on your first turn. I would have definitely have preferred to have seen a Bridget turn one with the Lele for Mewtwo, Zorua. He finds the Flow Stone, which is nice. But you don't have to save the Rockruff anymore because you found the second one and then the pass. He also didn't find like you could have been looking for the fighting energy, but if you're looking for the fighting energy, then you definitely should have Ultra Balled for second Rockruff. And then if that was his thought process was I want to find second Rockruff, or not second Rockruff, energy for Rockruff, then you Ultra Ball for second Rockruff over the Zorua because you don't want to leave your Rockruff in the active with the energy. So I really do not like this opening from Jay. I definitely would have liked to see Lele for Bridget for Mewtwo, Zorua. Like I said, it is possible that he pries off his Bridgets. We'll have to see as the game plays on. Then that does just become the correct play from him. We see Sycamore. I like to see the Sycamore here, definitely. Jay didn't draw a lot. He didn't get the energy. He didn't get another Zorua. There's no reason to give him the N if you don't have to. I'm actually not a huge fan of this choice band here, though, with the decision. He had Guzma in hand, but he didn't have energy. So if he had energy, he just goes Guzma energy, not got Zorua. But I definitely think you want the option to move this baby Buzzwole. I really do not like this choice band right here. I definitely would have liked to have seen, because you need strong Diancie to actually really make anything happen on this turn with this Buzzwole. But so if you whiff the strong Diancie, then you're like, okay, that's fine. But if you get Flow Stone, you can be like Flow Stone, retreat, Jet Punch, and you put damage on the Rockruff. You probably put the 30 on the Zorua, maybe the Lele, probably the Zorua though. But now he just doesn't get that line of play at all. He has the energy. He does not. So he didn't hit the what's it called? He didn't hit the Float Stone, but you still want to keep that line of play open. I think for sure. We're gonna see Super Rod. He's just gonna get the Lycanroc back. He doesn't want enough energy attachment for sure. That's for sure. He plays Mew, so I assume he's only playing the one baby Buzzwole. He's gonna go for the Remoraid. It's fine. I don't know why he wouldn't have kept the Mew in the deck though. So we could have Ultra Balled for Remoraid first, and then this is definitely a mistake on his end, I think, because you want easy answers to Mew EX, especially when you open Baby Buzz. So then Baby Buzz might get knocked out first, and then you might lose a GX, which means you can't use Baby Buzz as a response to Mew EX. We should have Ultra Balled for the Remoraid, and then super auto in the Lycanroc and the Mew. So that's definitely a mistake on Ahmed's side. Back to hand, he has fighting energy for active. I don't hate just punching the Rockruff. Ideally, you would have not put the choice band there, found Flow Stone and Jet Punch, but can't have it all. And then we're going back to Jay's side. I mean, he doesn't have that much going. Once again, like, if you just bridged it, he could send up Mewtwo here, start attacking with Mewtwo into the Baby Buzz. That's way better than, like, pretty much any other option. Attacking with Lele isn't good. We see trade first when he has N in hand. So I don't know what he's looking for here. You definitely should just play the N first. I think he trying to play around Ahmed only having Remoraid to Octillery. Maybe that's what he's thinking. We see the Wonder Tag. Now his bench is full with only one ZoroRoc down. We'll probably see Cynthia here. Looks like actually he's going to go for the Sycamore. Sycamore's fine too, especially if he doesn't have Cynthia. He loses a puzzle and multi-switch though, so I assume if he had another Cynthia, he'd probably go for Cynthia. I think Ahmed does have a supporter. You know, you just want to set up turn 2 Octillery. Turn 2 Octillery is just really nice. Yep, there's a Sycamore. I think I would have just gone with Eden to trade. Instead of trying to dig to hope to hit something. All right. Got a decent hand going though. I think you think you just ignore the Baby Buzz initially and you just get the energy down on the Rockruff. I think that's what you need to go for here. Like Lele hitting to this for 60, you're 3-shotting it unless you have the Kukui in hand. Because you have no way to Lele for the Kukui anymore if he even plays the Kukui. So that means you have to commit another energy here, and then that just means the Lele is just going to lose 3 energy. So I would have liked to have just seen a strong energy on this Rockruff, the clean Rockruff. And then maybe even leave this active. You probably retreat it to maybe retreat to the Baby Buzz or something. I don't know actually for sure. I have to think about that one. But yeah, I definitely don't like this. This is like 60 on a Baby Buzz. You're 3-shotting a Baby Buzz, and it's like 3-shotting you back. Yeah, I would have liked to have seen the strong on the Rockruff. You need to set up the Lycanroc at some point if you can. That's how you win this matchup ever. If you ever do win this matchup, is you get your Lycanroc going. If you don't get your Lycanroc going in this matchup, you're just gonna lose. Brooklet Hill from Ahmed. Probably for Rockruff. That looks like what he's eyeing. That looks like what he's eyeing up. Maybe Buzzwole. He's thinking, oh, Diancie. Yeah, I definitely actually like pressuring the Lele. I think the Diancie's probably right here. Hit it for 60, 80, yeah, and then you can clean it up with a Jet Punch, with a Strong or something. Like this Lele play was pretty bad actually. Like it's so inefficient into the Baby Buzzwole. Just set up something that is efficient eventually. Like, yeah, I don't like that. Okay, so I don't like this either. If he has the Diancie, just go for the Diancie. 2-shot this Lele. Like you're doing 60, you can do 70, 80. You don't need Lycanroc immediately. What are you trying to Lycanroc up? You don't need to be aggressive this turn. Probably won't use Lycanroc next turn, even if you could. 80 this turn, Strong here. 100, knock out the Lele. Jet Punch 30 somewhere else. Assuming the Baby Buzzwole even dies. Maybe the Baby Buzzwole just does it by himself. Yeah, I would have definitely liked to have seen Diancie there. Now you're just hitting for 60. Not setting really anything up. We see the Mallow. All right, we'll see what he's gonna go for here. Lycanroc, something else. I guess he's maybe planning to use Lycanroc this turn. He might Lycanroc the Buzzwole and just hit it for 70. I actually don't hate that. Looks like Lycanroc DCE. He maybe is gonna go chase the Remoraid, or the Rockruff. Anyway, an Ultra Ball, Lycanroc DCE. This is another. So now this Lele actually gets to go on a roll here because he didn't get Diancie, so he doesn't get to really punish this play, which would have been like he could have just punished this play if he had gotten. Like, what are you gonna do with Lycanroc next turn? The threat is Lele. Why are you getting the Rockruff? It doesn't do anything. You go to Lycanroc. What are you gonna bring up? The threat's the Lele. There's no reason to get Rockruff here over Diancie. Just get the extra damage in play. You could have had the KO here, with the Diancie. Oh, he doesn't have Stronger Beast in hand, but it doesn't mean he can't find it. Now you're getting Diancie. It's kind of late though, right? Can he still somehow get the knockout? What are we doing? 80, 110. So if he gets the Beast energy, okay, but he has to get Beast, and he already commits the attachment here. Guzma, so he's gonna take the knockout on the Rockruff. It's okay, but you definitely want to see the KO on the Lele, which would have been possible. He has Sycamore, he has Cynthia in hand, he could have found a Strong, he could have found a Beast energy, and then knocked out this Lele. And now he has to commit to a much worse line of play. I don't even know if this is still the correct line of play. I guess it still sets up the Lele, so it probably is. We set up the Lele. I almost would have liked to have seen Guzma on ZoroRoc, though, and hit ZoroRoc really hard. So you could have hit ZoroRoc for 160. Not quite get there. I almost would have liked to have seen ZoroRoc or Lycanroc, though, actually. I don't know if KO in the Rockruff actually does as much as just hitting one of the bigger guys. This does allow him to play around Baby Buzzwole. Like, he's probably gonna KO at GX as the next 2 prizes, so he won't get sledgehammered. We also could have gone like pressure GX into KO GX into KO GX, and then you like even if they get the sledgehammer and then you shut sledgehammer off the next turn. I think Jay pretty much has to send up the Lele here. He could send up Baby Buzz if he has choice strong. Like Baby Buzz isn't horrible actually. But you can do that as a follow up as well. Looks like he plays Shaman, so he probably plays the counter energy package. He's getting the energy down on Lycanroc finally. We see the trait. So he had Bridget in deck, unless he got that off the prizes. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. If we see another Bridget, we know he had Bridget in deck, which means I really do not like the initial play from him. But he's somehow fitting Sudowoodo and Shaman, so I'm assuming he went down to probably he probably went down to Bridget. So it is possible he prized both. Usually when you have three, you'd have to, I mean, pricing all three is a little bit ridiculous. So we'll see. Max Elixir from Ahmed. Puts it on Lycanroc. Or Rockruff, my bad. Brooklet Hills after Max Elixir. So it's okay to Brooklet Hill after Max Elixir if you were gonna like if you wanted like multiple basic Pokemon in play. So you're like, okay, I want a higher chance of hitting them off my draw supporter, so I'll Brooklet Hill the next turn. But Max Elixir and then immediately Brooklet Hilling is always wrong. Even if you're not gonna take something, if you know you're gonna Brooklet Hill right after your Max Elixir, you always Brooklet Hill before your Max Elixir. And I think he is gonna take Buzzwole. No, he's probably trying to play around Dangerous Rogues when he sets up his own Lycanroc. Looking at his hand again. Nope, he's getting a bunch of Buzzwole GX. Okay, Lycanroc, no ability, and then N, and some Self to 5, and J to 5. I think he had Sycamore. I think I would have preferred to have seen the Sycamore. Just get the strong energy, knock out this Lele. 30 to the Lycanroc. I think that's what he needs right now, right? Strong energy. Yeah. There we go. There's a strong and 2 Max Elixir. 5. He's got Beast Ring in there too, so he's ready to go. Fancy. Let's see, 60, 80. Oh no, 80 does it right now. He's actually getting the knockout right now. I miscounted. It's pretty good on Buzzwole to me. Could have put on Baby Buzz actually too, I guess. So you could actually swing around to actually get some use out of this Buzzwole because the energy is just kind of trapped there. He might attach to the Baby Buzzwole though. I don't think he's attached for turn yet. No, he may be attached to Lycanroc. So yeah, Jet Punch, knockout Lele. I'm pretty sure 30 on Lycanroc is just correct here. Not 100% sure. Yeah, it should be correct. He's got 3 prizes left. I guess he could have pushed it to Sudowoodo or Baby Buzz. Actually, that wouldn't have been horrible. So Jay needs a response. Probably Lele, I guess, is just as good as anything. You could look to go Baby Buzz because you go Baby Buzz. It's a shame he doesn't have a Floatstone in play because then it would make it easy for him to like see his top deck, maybe trade, and then decide. So he's doing 50 into 130. So he needs a choice band actually. So I maybe would have just gone with Lele personally, and then you have Lycanroc to try and close out the game. Like you go Lycanroc plus N to close out the game. So yeah, I think I would have liked to have seen just commit to the Lele because now if you whiff choice band, you're getting 5. You have you have a decent shot of getting it, but if you whiff it, it really hurts. All right, there we go. Got the choice band. Definitely should trade. Where's he have DCE choice band? Here we go. Trade. Shaman DCE choice band. And he missed. All right, and he had the choice band in hand too. So I guess he didn't even think he needed choice band. Maybe if he knew he needed choice band, he would have just gone with the Lele. I would have just gone with the Lele there. He had the DC in hand already. Just go with Lele. Don't send a Baby Buzz. And then he misplayed and he didn't realize he needed choice band. And he got the choice band too. So I mean, this should pretty much lock up the game for Ahmed, I think. Unless he just dead drew off the N. We'll see what he got though. Max Elixir. It's a good start. Whiff, not as good of a finish. But I think I saw Cynthia in his hand, so he's still fine. Maybe I didn't. He has Ultra Ball. He hasn't used his Lele yet, and it hasn't made it to this card pile. So unless it's prize, he always has that an option. Thinking about attaching. We'll see. He's taking his time here. His energy in hand. I know he has energy and Ultra Ball. His basic energy and Ultra Ball at the very least. He's going to commit to... Yeah, this is definitely a fine play here. Use that up and then just GX knock it out. And then he just needs 1 prize to close out the game. I like this play. I think this is about as good as it can get. You take the immediate threat off the board. So Jay pretty much has to respond here with Sudowoodo. So you just push the Sudowoodo here. Yeah, there he comes up. Ideally, you want to end into, I think you discarded the multi-switch, so you have to end into double puzzle. But I only see Kukui, so you have to trade first, and you have to try and find the N. Gonna have to see a trade again. Probably get rid of the Rockruff. Yeah, not quite. And that's a scoop from Jay in game 1. So I think we saw, I don't know, pretty sloppy play on both sides. One of the biggest things I saw were the no Bridget turn 1 from Jay. It's possible his Bridgets were prized. I couldn't tell completely, but if they weren't, definitely should have got Bridget. Just set up, and then go from there. Ahmed not getting Diancie to just punch the Lele harder was a big misplay too, because there's no way you Lycanroc on the following turn anyways. If they don't have an energy on Rockruff yet, all you have to do is keep their energy out of play, and then they can't multi-switch, and they never get to set up their Lycanroc. And if ZoroRoc doesn't set up their Lycanroc in this matchup, they can't win. They literally just can't win. So get the Diancie and Bridget turn 1. So we'll see. I assume Jay will be going first. I can't imagine why not. He's got options. I think he opens the Rockruff. I almost would have liked to have seen him open up the. So he has the option of Baby Buzz, I'm pretty sure, but he chooses to open Rockruff. I think I would have liked to have seen him open the Baby Buzz. So basically what that does is it doesn't allow Ahmed to get an easy first prize, or as easy of a first prize, which means you can then use the Baby Buzz. And you can just be aggressive with like a GX initially, and then Baby Buzz comes online for Jay, and then Jay gets to use Baby Buzz with the Sledgehammer. Because like you'll open the Baby Buzz, they can't one-shot it with like Sledgehammer, Diancie Strong, or Jet Punch, Diancie Strong, so it lives. The Rockruff can die to that. So the Baby Buzz lives, you get a Flow Stone on it, you move it back, you start attacking with whatever you want. It's also, you can also just transition into Mewtwo after the Rockruff, though, that's fine. But I definitely would have liked to have seen him open the Baby Buzz, especially with his current hand where it's... If you open Baby Buzz here, keep Rockruff on the bench, you can Ultra Ball for another Zorua, and then just play a Draw Supporter. And yeah, he definitely could have just Ultra Balled away 2 cards, gets another Zorua, Sycamore. And then you have... You only have the one Rockruff. You always want Rockruff in play, a Rockruff in play, so you never lose your Rockruff if your Baby Buzz is activating your Rockruff's on your bench next turn. You don't lose the Rockruff, so you keep the Rockruff in play, which is important, and then you pretty much set up around that, and you put the Buzzwole active as like a tank to tank the first hit. You don't lose a prize immediately. See, now he's going for a second Rockruff because he pretty much has to, because if he gets an energy off the Sycamore, he can't attach it to this Rockruff because of the potential it dies. So this is actually a big misstep by Jay in the early game again. All he has to do here is open Baby Buzz, which he had the option of. He top deck Puzzle, I'm pretty sure. All he has to do is open Baby Buzz, Ultra Ball for Zorua, and then Sycamore. He protects the Rockruff. He gets energy. It's great. Lycanroc's ready to come online next turn. But now he just put himself in an awkward situation for no reason. Of I have to go Ultra Ball for Rockruff instead of second Zorua here, and now I cut into my draw power potential for no reason, and no reason at all. Because now if he gets energy off the Sycamore, he can't put on the active Rockruff anymore. It's too risky. So now he has to get this and then put the energy here if he gets it. And he got the energy too. And double puzzle. Okay, he commits it to the active. Okay, I don't like this at all. Why would you ever do this? Maybe it's a Float Stone? I'm hoping he has a Float Stone. I don't know what that card is in hand. I think it's Mewtwo actually. Okay, I don't like this at all. Why would you? There's no reason to ever commit this. Especially you just committed the Ultra Ball to get the second Rockruff. So then if you're committing this here, you're saying this isn't getting knocked out. Why would you need a second Rockruff? Get a second ZoroRoc so you can draw more cards. This doesn't make any sense at all. Buzzwole should be active. This Rockruff should be on the bench. This should be a Zorua. The energy should be on the Rockruff on the bench. I don't like this at all. All right, we'll see what Ahmed has. Ultra Ball, probably just gonna get a Buzzwole. I saw a Strong in hand, so if he gets Flow Stone Diancie, this thing gets knocked out. He loses the energy for no reason at all. So he didn't have a Draw Supporter. It's unfortunate. Super odds that in. He's got the Flow Stone ready to go. Okay. I don't know about that. And then he just made the same play. I guess he gets to move his... No, he just made the same play that Jay made. This isn't safe on this Rockruff. This Strong Energy is just not safe on this Rockruff. All Jay needs is DCE Lycanroc, which is not hard to get in this deck, and he gets to KO this Rockruff with Claw Slash. This is just not safe. You just Sycamore that away. You look for a way to KO this Rockruff. 100%. You get Buzzwole or Baby Buzzwole with a Strong or a Beast, and then Diancie, and you knock this out. This is not safe. This is not a safe energy, so there's no reason to attach it here. Okay. All right, let's see. He got Buzzwole. And the other Buzzwole. We got Mew. Go to Sledgehammer over the Mew. I don't know about that. This thing just gets stuck here now. I don't really like that, but I guess he has like Lycanroc plus a play maybe. He had Mew. He could have retreated to Mew. Saving the Mew is also cool though. I just really don't like this. I mean, this energy attachment here on this Rockruff makes it. There's the DC. All he needs is a Lycanroc, and he gets a free Claw Slash on that. I actually really dislike that. Sycamore Ultra Ball. I like that. He's just gonna be aggressive about it. I maybe would have liked to have seen a trade first. I don't think he traded. I maybe would have liked to have seen trade first and then decide what. Yeah, I would have liked to have seen trade first and then double puzzle. Let's see the trade first. It's not a huge deal. This is like this is still fine, I guess. Ultra Ball those two away. Ba-da-ba. He's got 2 cards. Field Blower. Nice. Get rid of the Flowstone. Like this, like I said, this energy attachment was just not safe. It actually makes 0 sense to ever attach here. You have the Floatstone. Play for the play to knock out the Rockruff. Like this is always getting knocked out next turn. If you play like, I mean, you don't want to play like your opponent's gonna brick and just never draw what they need. That doesn't make any sense ever. So yeah, I do not like the energy attachment from Ahmed on that Rockruff at all. I see now we're seeing some setup from Jay. Another ZoroRoc, like it. Going for that triple. The triple ZoroRoc is what you want. I don't know. So he has only draw supporter of Kukui in hand. So I maybe would have liked to have seen him hold 1 just in case he gets Lele. Then he can go like Lele for Mallow. Something like that. On the next turn. But this is fine. But putting the ZoroRoc down is fine. It also means like, yeah, if Ahmed's response is N, then I mean hopefully you don't need, I mean leaving it open for Lele is still nice, obviously, but like now like you can just set up triple ZoroRoc off the end would be nice too. I think it's pretty close to not evolving. You probably just bench it every time, actually. You already have the Lycanroc ready to go. So even if you whiff like an ideal turn because you don't have access to Lele, you still have Lycanroc ready to attack. So then Ahmed's going to have to go for the 2-shot. Bench is Mew. I don't really like that, I don't think. You can play around like the GX attack off the Lycanroc, actually. Like you could have like not benched Mew. So you could just like not bench Mew. Get a BuzzRoc, you know, punch this with the Sledgehammer. He knocks this out, and then all of a sudden you get Beast Ring online. Beast Ring knock this out, and then like if he attaches here to the second Rockruff, all of a sudden that can't respond to his BuzzRoc. So you cut that off, and you force him to have like the Floatstone into Mew EX, Floatstone into Mew 2 choice band play instead. We get the Remoraid. We've gone Remoraid anyways. I guess it's fine to just go ahead and bench the Mew. Yeah, Sledgehammer for 60. It'll get Claw Slash knocked out. Ideally, I think no, this is fine, I guess, because yeah. So Ahmed doesn't play multiple Baby Buzz. So I was thinking ideally, you know, Jay would knock out the Lele with the GX attack to play around the second Baby Buzz coming in with Sledgehammer, but Ahmed doesn't play multiple Baby Buzz, so it's not really actually playing around anything. So we see N Choice Band Field Blower from Jay. I want to see Field Blower away these 2 Choice Band on maybe hold the Choice Band and then play N. I think you pretty much just commit to playing N here for sure and then trade after. You don't want to trade first. I think we're about to see him trade first and then N. Yep, there's the trade first. And now his only option is Kukui. So you're going to N anyways. So whenever you, with ZoroRoc Lycanroc, whenever you are pretty much going to play a draw supporter, you don't want to, if he had multiple trades into a different supporter, that's different. He has 1 trade into hopefully a different supporter. N is fine here. He shuffles and draws 5. Like he almost doesn't want any of the cards in his hand anyways. Field Blower away the Brooklet Hill. Remove that as an option for Ahmed. Maybe attach the Choice Band if you have a game plan around the Choice Band, and then just play N and then trade after. Don't, because now he's just going to N. Now we're just going to see him N anyways. And then he doesn't have a trade to trade after and then build on that hand. Instead, he's just going to N and hopefully find more ZoroRocs. Choice Band active. I guess that one's actually not a big fan of that, I don't think. It's all right, actually. Yeah, Choice Band active is fine. But you have to assume your Lycanroc's getting knocked out next turn. And if your Lycanroc doesn't get knocked out next turn, you probably win anyway. So, all right, so here we go. Played N. He drew 5. He drew nothing. I don't know what's happening over here. I think Ahmed knocked some cards off the top of his deck. Here's 6 off N. So yeah, here we go. And then he doesn't have a trade on the other side, so he doesn't get to build on his hand. You don't want to, like, if you have 1 trade, unless you like need a different supporter besides the ones you have access to win the game, don't trade. Just play the end because it's probably what you're going to play anyways. He has a full bench, so he can't go into Lele or Ultra Ball for Lele for a different supporter. He has to go into trade literally into another supporter or more ZoroRocs. So just end first and trade after, and then build on the new hand. Don't trade once hoping to hit a miracle, and then you're probably gonna end up ending anyways. Just end first. So you got the knockout. Med's definitely gonna be looking for Beast Ring with some Max Elixir. Yeah, because Jay is on the it doesn't show it in the top left, but Jay is on, or should be on, 4 prizes. Another Max Elixir. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Whiff again. I thought I saw an energy in that one, but I guess not. Yeah. So another whiff. That hurts actually. He's really just looking for Beast Ring. Beast Ring is what he's really looking for here. So it's not a huge deal. No Beast Rings. Another Max Elixir though. There we go. There's a hit. Finally. Other Buzz. You have to find a Beast Ring. I think he's just scooping. I think, yeah. Beast Rings are in the deck, but he doesn't have a way to take out the knock out the Lycanroc this turn, so he's just gonna scoop. And that's what I was talking about with the choice band attachment. Like, it doesn't feel like it does a lot there. So like the way you want to think about it, I feel like, is sure, you put the choice band there. So you're hoping to use it next turn because you're not using it this turn. But if the Lycanroc lives another turn, you probably just win the game. So there's no reason to attach the choice band. You have the other Rockruff setup, so you could just go pretty much get whatever you want off the bench. All right, so we're gonna finally see a Med starting. Opens double Rockruff. All right. Back this up a bit. All right, so he chooses to bench the Rockruff before he knows what he draws for turn. What's prize? He has Ultra Ball in his hand, so he's gonna see what's prize. Like, what if you prize double Lycanroc, you don't want double Rockruff. If you're ever going first in a game of Pokemon, in the way that Pokemon is currently played, don't bench any Pokemon if you're going first, the first turn of the game, until you see your top deck, and especially when you have a search option to search through your deck. Check that first. You always want as much information as possible before you make a permanent decision. And this one could actually be a big one because that Rockruff could just be stranded the whole game. He could float on the active one to an aggressive attacker like the Buzzwole. And then he could just end up in a situation. Yep, he's got the float on too. So like, if he prizes both Lycanroc here, he could prize both Lycanroc here. That could be an option too. If he prizes both Lycanroc here, there's no way you want double Rockruff in play. If you prize one Lycanroc here and you have the float on, just immediately move your Rockruff, you probably don't want this Rockruff in play. Even if you don't prize, even if you have both Lycanroc in the deck, sometimes you even don't want the other Rockruff there anyways, because now it's harder for you to play around his Lycanroc. If you have both Lycanroc in the deck, you'd probably bench double Rockruff, but you always want to check first. 7, we see second Remoraid, Baby Buzz, so he's something to attach to at least. You always want something to attach to. Max Elixir probably should go on the Rockruff because he has attachment in hand. Whiff. So either way, this attachment should go on Rockruff because you're trying to play around Baby Buzz. All right, so this attachment should go on Rockruff here. Baby Buzz ideally needs 1 energy to attack. Rockruff needs 2. You attach to the Rockruff here. You probably don't even play the Max Elixir here. Actually, you probably attach to Rockruff. But he has Brooklet Hill for Buzzwole GX, retreat to Buzzwole GX pass. You can also retreat to Baby Buzz pass, but you never attach to the Baby Buzzwole. Now Mewtwo can hit it for a 2-shot instead of just doing 40. If he has Floatstone, Bridget, DCE, now Mewtwo hits us for a 2-shot. Retreating to the Baby Buzz is fine. I'm fine with that. It knocks out a ZoroRoc for sure next turn. You either find Lycanroc or it just knocks out the active. This thing needs 2 energy to attach though. Put the energy on this. This thing just needs 1 energy to attack. You find the energy next turn. You want to play as if you actually are going to find cards. You don't want to play as, oh, what if I just don't find energy next turn? Like, if you always whiff, then you're not going to win anyways. So I expect Rockruff, Mewtwo would have also been fine. It depends what his hand is. He has Mewtwo, but he has yet to like actually get it out. I don't think he plays Mew EX though. I don't think I've seen it. Definitely have not seen it on board. I don't think I've seen it in any of his searches either. There's the Mewtwo. Zorua. Yeah, you can find the Rockruff later. If you don't have the energy attachment this turn, then just find the Rockruff the turn after. That's fine. It's not, if you don't have the energy attachment for this turn, finding the Rockruff isn't super important. You want to draw cards with this deck still. You want to still set up ZoroRocs even if they all, oh, he has the energy attachment. Okay, but it goes to the Mewtwo this turn, so that's fine. Choice band. I think he had a supporter in hand, so I'm not sure why he puzzled. I'm gonna wait until I see his hand. That looks like an N. Okay, and so I have no idea why he puzzled then. If you have a supporter, you want to leave the puzzle in the deck. That looks like an N to me. That is an N. So I have no idea why he puzzled there. That actually makes no sense. You know your ZoroRoc's getting knocked out. You know the Mewtwo's getting pushed, so you evolve to ZoroRoc play N. There's no reason to ever puzzle here. You want that for later. You want that in your deck so you can pull off puzzle combos. That one makes no sense to me. So he's gonna get so we'll go back to Med. He's gonna get the KO on the Zorua. Probably looking for a Buzzwole here. With how aggressive he's able to be and looking at Jay's side, not being able to be aggressive at all, we definitely want to get an energy on a Lycanroc. I guess Diance's fine. So mistake here. This one should be on this Rockruff. This one has a float stone, which means you can't choice band it. So if you're ever trying to KO something big later and Jay has a small bench, you can't put a choice band on here unless he field blowers it for you. And once again, wasted puzzle. Strong energy should be on this Rockruff, 100%. I definitely want to attach one of the Rockruffs. This energy should have been on this Rockruff. This energy on this turn would have been here. That's fine. It's not a huge deal. This actually sets up so then that you can two-shot the Mewtwo with this Buzzwole, which is actually kind of cute with the strong energy. You can like hit it with this and then Jet Punch KO it later. See the it's a Cynthia from my meta. I thought it was an N. 6. Yeah, Diance's fine there, I guess. Diance's fine. Max Elixir, Ultra Ball Energy. You don't have to play any of this. I don't even know what you Max Elixir to here. You don't want to commit a second Rockruff. Okay, setting up like a second Lycanroc isn't terrible here. Or like setting it up so it can like a Claw Slash and like a GX one. Ultra Ball, Octillery. Octillery. It's always what you want to see as a BuzzRoc. So I'm not sure about the energy attachment here off the Elixir. I probably would have just held the Elixir. Another thing I didn't like was he Brooklet Hilled for Diancie. You definitely should just Cynthia first. You have a higher chance to draw this, and then maybe you can get a Buzzwole. Leave yourself for the options open. Because then if you still had access to Brooklet Hill, you might Brooklet Hill for Buzzwole and then Max Elixir to Buzzwole. But now you're like forced to Max Elixir to this, which is not actually great. I actually don't really like it at all, actually, the more I think about it. So yeah, this already KOs this. You don't need the Diancie to KO this, so there's no reason to search out the Diancie immediately. So you know that's not the thing you're going to want to search out for sure, anyways. Even if it was Brooklet Hill sticks after your Cynthia, so you could find it then. So you want to leave yourselves the option of Brooklet Hill. You could draw into the Diancie now and then Brooklet Hill for Buzzwole, and then you get that extra value out of it because the Diancie's still in the deck. But now the Diancie's not in the deck, so you can't draw into it off the Cynthia. So it shouldn't have Brooklet Hill first. Should have waited for the Brooklet Hill until after. You see the attack. The Mewtwo comes up. It's really the only efficient attacker he has into the Buzzwole. The other thing he could have done was put it on a Rockruff and hope for a Claw Slash knockout next turn, which I would have been fine with. Like, this matchup is so rough that you kind of have to hope to get lucky on some level in the game. So I would have been fine with if he had just gone Rockruff instead of Mewtwo, put a DCE on, and then here we go. He's gonna end anyways. Why did you play this puzzle? I do not like that puzzle. It doesn't make any sense at all. It just makes no sense. So yeah, I would have been fine if he had gone DCE Rockruff and just hope to hit a Claw Slash on this next turn. Keep his bench small at 2 ZoroRocs and Lycanroc. The matchup is so bad that you kind of have to hope to get lucky sometimes. And then that could play into him attaching the strong here, and then he doesn't have access to Choice Band, so maybe he can't GX knock out your Lycanroc. 5, 6, not great. He got the Field Blower. That's cool. Looking for the trade. Looks like Choice Band is fine. He got the energy attachment too. So he got the Field Blower to those, and then he should attach the counter energy to the Rockruff. Please attach counter energy. Oh my gosh. All right. All right. You need to attack with Lycanroc. And let me just I'm pretty sure. Before I look like an idiot, I'm pretty sure you can attach counter energy to anything. It just provides 1 colorless. I'm looking it up right now. I don't want to look like an idiot. This card provides, yep, if you have this card is attached, that isn't village. Yep. All right. So yeah, you wanna BuzzRoc, ZoroRoc, my bad. You want to attach energy every turn if you can. This energy 100% should have been attached to the Rockruff. Then you actually have access to your GX next turn. If you want, you probably don't GX next turn anyways. But yeah, 100% you attach. You also shouldn't have benched the Baby Buzzwole because this allows him to line up GX your Lycanroc. If you had just at this, because now he can't. You also shouldn't have Field Blowered away the Flow Stone because then he couldn't. So if you had just not benched Baby Buzz, just kept Rockruff here, this Regirock Lycanroc would need another strong. If you leave the Flow Stone on it, it would need another strong energy to actually KO your Lycanroc. So if you just don't blower this, don't bench this, plan to attack with Mewtwo, attach the counter energy here, maybe go into Lycanroc next turn, or KO this with Mewtwo, evolve to Lycanroc to protect your Rockruff with the energy. He needs that much more to get the KO. Now he just needs to get Lycanroc in a basic energy, which he already has. I doubt he's going to use it this turn. Okay, so we're actually going after the Zoro. I like that. I like going, yeah, KO the Zoro, get rid of that. Baby Buzz shouldn't be here though. I really do not like that Baby Buzz. It looks like Sycamore. I didn't see what else, if he had any other options. I don't think he did. And yeah, just knock it out with the Sledgehammer. And then we can go into Lycanroc next turn and kind of take over the game. And actually, here's where Jay would have had the option to actually knock out Ahmed's Lycanroc with his Lycanroc if he had just attached the counter energy. There's no reason not to attach the counter energy there. He can still pull it off, actually, if he has Guzma in hand. Well, he got rid of the multi-switch, and now he can't. He had the multi-switch, which he just traded away. I don't think I see a Lycanroc. I think it's 2 Lele's. But he could have gone Guzma, evolve, attach, multi-switch it up, knockout. So that would have been cool too. Definitely should have just attached the counter energy though. Just make it easy on yourself. Just attach the counter energy. Always want to attach an energy and turn, unless you already have like 3 or 4 energy in play as ZoroRoc. But if you only have 1 energy, you're attaching another energy. So another thing that happened is he traded before he ended, but he's definitely ending there because he traded away the multi-switch. If you don't trade away the multi-switch, then you could trade into the Lycanroc to then do the Guzma play I said. Guzma this up, bring this up, attach, multi-switch to DC up to the Lycanroc, Lycanroc knockout. But when you trade the multi-switch, you already plan to end. So play the end and then trade, build on your hand. Don't trade and then end. Then your hand is that much smaller for next turn. Choice band to Baby Buzz. That doesn't make any sense. I don't think I would rather just hold it. You already have a choice band out of play on the Mewtwo. There's finally an energy attachment on the Rockruff. Now we see Lycanroc from Ahmed. Couple things you can do here. He could just Claw Slash the Zoroark. I'd be fine with that personally to see that from him. He could Claw Slashing the Mewtwo is like the least ideal play. Claw Slashing the last 2 cards in. So Claw Slashing the Rockruff would also be fine. Claw Slash Zoroark is ideal though. If he has second Lycanroc in the deck, which I hope he does, that's what we should probably see from him this turn. Well, it's gonna be Claw Slash Mewtwo. He didn't play a supporter though. And he has Sycamore. So we just hold on to the Beast Ring, I guess. But he could have gone for the he could have gone Sycamore into the Zoroark, Claw Slash on the Zoroark. Or into the Lycanroc, Claw Slash on the Zoroark. I think I would have preferred to have seen that. Because now Jay actually has the option to go GX this, and then it's possible Ahmed can't respond to this GXing. Hopefully he's got a flow stone for this if he's sending it up. I think you put the flow stone on the Lycanroc though, or I mean on the Zoroark. I was gonna send the boy up, but you have the float stone, right? Why don't you just put something up with the float stone? Okay, so that, once again, mistake. Should have set up Zoroark or Rockruff, float stoned it, and now once again, because this is in play, he can't Lele for N. I mean, he can Lele for N, but now he can just get returned by the second Lycanroc more easily. Ability, but if this wasn't in play, he could play down Lele, get N, then trade after 3 bench. It would be harder for this Lycanroc to actually get a KO on this. But now he's trading first, hoping for N. He has 2 floats in hand, so it's definitely send up the Zoroark. Float the Zoroark here for sure. Send up Zoroark, float the Zoroark, leave this on the bench. Probably go into the same play, but you get the float in play. You make sure you get your stuff. Your ball away, that and a float. Yep. I don't know what he's actually going to get here. So yeah, if this just wasn't in play, Buzzwool, which wasn't in play, we would have been in a way better situation for Jay. See the GX move here. Prizes the Buzzwool. Yeah, because he could have got Lele for N here. Like Ahmed was definitely sitting on something he wanted to keep if he's Abyssal and just chills, or most likely Beast Ring. If there's ever a Buzzwool player just chilling with their hand, it's Beast Ring. So if you don't bench this, you get the option to Lele next turn. He maybe can't respond with his other Lycanroc, and then you can come back into the game. But in this situation, it should be pretty easy for Ahmed to respond. He didn't end Ahmed, so Ahmed kept his Beast Ring hand. Yeah, his hand's pretty loaded. He actually even top decked the Beast Energy, which he probably didn't want to top deck because he already had a strong in his hand, but it's all right. Let's Sycamore. Look for another Beast Ring. Let's see another one. Oh, there it is. Super Rod first. There we go. Make sure you have the energy. 3 basic energy. Sure, why not? And we'll see another Beast Ring, and that should just wrap. The second Beast Ring should just wrap up the game. There should be like no way for Jay to come back. Max Elixir first. Like to see. even though I make that misplay sometimes myself. A whiff, okay. It doesn't matter. He has the beast ring. He's thinking, yep, bench Mew, just thin out your deck. The only way you lose to anymore is just getting end. So there's no reason not just to keep your deck super thin. Or keep your deck as thin as possible. All you need is an energy to win the game here. Should just see a Knuckle Impact to knock out. I don't think he maybe hasn't GX. He maybe just GX here anyway. I think he is going with GX. No, he went with Knuckle Impact. Okay, yeah. Knockout. Jay's turn. Stop the game. I don't know what the issue is. Going on for a bit. All right. I don't see a way that Ahmed should be at 1 prize right now. I'm almost positive. I don't see a way that Jay comes back into this. He definitely has to go. He's going for Mallow. So I think that means almost for sure that he is lost. Because if he's not ending Ahmed's 5-card hand to 1 and hoping the dead draw off the artillery, I don't think there's any way. Jay can come back. See what he's got though. He has to go for a Mewtwo knockout here. I'm almost positive. Mallow. There they are. This has to be for like Mewtwo Choice Band. There's the DCE. Trade away the Shaman here, right? Yeah, get the puzzles, double puzzle. You get Mewtwo and Choice Band. He has DCE in hand. He gets the knockout, and then Ahmed just needs an energy to win the game. There's the retreat. There's the knockout. Let's see. Wait. I think he just double traded. Or he didn't trade for the Mallow cards. Nope, there's the trade. Double puzzle. I think he double trades here. And that should be a 2 prize penalty, which should just give Ahmed the game. Although I don't think Ahmed would be losing this anyways. Knockout. And yeah, then he goes to trade again. And he's already traded, so he traded in extra time. And it looks like, Ahmed is going to get the 1 energy left. Oh, only 1 energy left. So it actually is possible that he would have whiffed. But he's got max elixir too, so he's really good. He has actually really good odds of getting to the energy and closing it out. All right. Super sloppy play from Jay throughout the whole series. Sloppy play from Ahmed, but not quite as bad. Here you see I just want to point this out, that the energy that is just stranded on a Rockruff that shouldn't have been there. This energy shouldn't be here because they get stranded here. Whenever there's like potential for energy to get stranded, in BuzzRoc, you generally just don't want to put the energy there if it has the potential to get stranded. If you don't know for sure that you can utilize it, which you just don't know for sure that you're going to utilize it on this Rockruff, then just don't put it there. Just don't play the max elixir. I'm pretty sure you max elixir here. Just don't play the max elixir. You have it for next turn, or you have it in your deck for later if they end you, which can seem scary. It's like, well, what if I never find it? But like that's how you have to play, especially in mirror match. You just never want to put energy where it can get stranded. See that stranded energy here. Jay, just super sloppy overall for sure. Sloppy on Ahmed's side too, but not quite as sloppy. He played a much cleaner game, and Ahmed was able to walk away with it. All right, guys, that does it for round 3 of Madison Regionals VOD review. Thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, and I'll be back soon with round 4, unless it's a dud, which means we'll go on to round 5. Peace.